What we've created is a retail training and employment program called the Pathway Project, and it very much is a pathway we'd like to think out of homelessness for a young person. What we have at the moment is 3 young people who are living in a foyer program, Education First Use Foyer, who are working with us 12 hours a week in store and 4 hours a week off-site at an RTO, which is delivering a training program to them and a Cert 3 in retail operations.
So with the brand, we're really trying to tap into that younger demographic and the streetwear sort of market where we think, we can really make change with informing and educating people when they come through the door and know that, they're actually contributing to society, and without those purchases, we aren't able to provide these training programs. So it's really the community support who come in and buy the clothing are actually the ones that's supporting our trainees and pathway projects. Everyone that comes in and buys a t-shirt will leave knowing exactly what their contribution is to the community, and I think it's been great that people have got behind it, and the model of HoMie is very scalable, and we know that homelessness is not just an issue here in Melbourne, that it's actually Australia-wide and even worldwide. As I said, every little bit counts.
I think it's hard enough to survive the streets in that type of environment, and what I've seen in my time is that, drugs, no matter what kind of form, or alcohol, it blocks you from what's actually really going on. So if you're in a vulnerable position, you've got no one in your life, you've got nowhere to go, and you go into a boarding house where people are like, hey, let's have a smoke or have a drink. It's that couple of hours of escape from your actual reality, which then turns into an endless cycle. If you don't have a fixed address, you can't get a Centrelink payment. Most things you need an address for, and we don't have them, And I know recently also, they've put in some new thing where they can't have tents or anything, and so it's literally people just kind of have to stay on the street. I do have faith in people, and that's something kind of HoMie has brought out in me as well, seeing people that actually don't come from homelessness, but wanting to help people experiencing that. I kind of didn't have any awareness around that. These days I actually see that there are a lot of people that want to get involved, and there are people that want to help. It's been really uplifting actually, because it's not something that I was aware of. It debilitated me as a person, I felt worthless. I felt, less than everybody else. I felt like I had no hope and was never going to make it. It's taken me a long time to kind of let go of all of the, guilt, shame, and anger attached to kind of what happened to me through the system, to now come out the other side and be like, okay, what can I do to help people make a change?
Everybody's path to homelessness and disadvantage is different and unique. That's the most important thing to remember. So when you're working with people who are in this situation, each one has a unique path in and each one has a unique path out. The challenge for people working with people who are in this situation is to try and get close to them, find out what they need, find out what the specifics of their problems are, find out who is helping them already, who can help them in the future, and then to try and plug in what we need to do to get them for the next step, because most people who are in the situation desperately want to get out of it, desperately want to find themselves a place to live, a place to be. Every human wants to be known and to matter. That's the key thing. Everyone wants to be known and to matter. And often we find guys, the people we meet here who are homeless have fallen off that tram line. They don't feel like anybody knows who they are. They don't feel like they matter to anyone, and they don't feel like that anyone really cares often.
We're better suited and catered to working with partnered, like-minded services that I guess are very committed, just like we are, to improving the lives of these young people and getting them into a career that they want to be in, and just helping them become and feel that they are valued members and productive members of society.
Places like HoMie are taking a look at what particulars they can add to the needs mix of the clients, and they're looking at education, they're looking at housing, they're looking at liaison with other partner organisations who are providing care, and they're looking at education training. So all those things are specifics around individual people, getting them a foot up, a hand up, and saying, what do you need to get you to the next stage, and then putting into place. This is an ongoing issue, all ages, all genders, all races, and it can be any one of us. So we want a society where everyone's included.